I guess there's
Mhm.
Trina Davis from Boy Meets World, a wonderful actress and a wonderful, such a wonderful actress to meet. Hi, Janika. How much I appreciate it. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Good to see you too. And it's Trina Mcgee, no more Davis.
Oh,
That was my young married name.
okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So can you tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got started? How you got started in acting?
Okay. Well, I'm originally from New York City, New York, Riverdale, Bronx, Yonkers girl. And I got started in acting, kind of just woke up one day and I didn't really know what to do with my life. And I thought I wanted to act. Um,
Yeah.
so I was in New York and which is a great place to start. And I called, first I wanted to model. I called up some modeling agencies and I was too short. Then I went into a modeling slash acting agency and they signed me up for acting. They didn't sign me up right away. They just said, okay, we'll put you on some auditions and see how you do. And I did okay. My first audition was for a play called Chelsea Walls. And I did great. Some of great actors were in that. Gina Gershon, Marissa Tomei was in that, Vincent D'Onofrio. That was my first play. And then my second audition was for a show called Divas
Oh,
with
wow.
Quincy Jones. And that show actually never took off, but I did get casted in it. Some of the people who were casted in it next to me were Lauryn Hill, Regina King, who else? A great actress named Lisa Vidal, Essence Atkins was on that, and four of us made it. The show never went, but it put me in California, and it got me a real agent and got me on the path to where I am now.
Wow, that's a blessing, you know.
It was a blessing. I think I worked a lot harder after Boy Meets World in the acting world. Before, I think I really kind of felt kind of plucked out of nowhere.
Oh wow, yeah. Um, so what made you want?
Truthfully.
Wow. So what made you want to become an actress, though? I mean, what made you interested in acting in theater?
I can't, what?
Okay, okay, okay. Can you hear me now?
What made me become what?
I was asking, what made you want to become an actress and interested in acting?
You know, I love the applause, the admiration.
Mm-hmm. Ah,
Oh, what initially made me, I just was, I was just a latchkey kid who was plopped in front of the TV.
mm-hmm.
And that really became my world. I had a lot of turmoil at home. My mother was mentally ill most of my life. My father wasn't around. So I was watching TV a lot, and usually with children going through that kind of trauma, escapism becomes a big part of your life.
Ah.
So I just wanting to escape reality made me want to act.
Yeah, I guess to hear you because that's how I felt when I was too, you know. So I understand what you're saying, you know, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you get your role on Boy Meets World? Because that's a great show.
Boy Meets World was funny. I was always a little younger than my counterparts, and I couldn't quite get jobs that were like the wife or the mom, like some of my counterparts at 26 were getting. So I happened to go in to this role, and I kind of melded in with everybody else physically, and I kind of have a young spirit, so I really did work out. But it took me 7 years to get on that show, from coming to Hollywood, pounding the pavement, going on auditions, doing guest spots on just about every Black show there was in the 90s. And then finally I was qualified to Boy Meets World, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and actually, right before I did Boy Meets World, I did a movie called Daylight with Sylvester Stallone.
Okay.
And then there was a gap after that job where I was auditioning and waiting. And it was looking a little bleak. And I used to watch Boy Meets World every Friday on in like this little hotel room, eating ramen out of a can, ramen and tuna fish out of a can.
Mm-hmm.
And I would watch that show, and I'd be like, cute. I had no idea that I would be, God is really good. That's what happened.
Yeah, I see. Wow. So what was that's amazing.
And that's that.
Yeah. So what was that?
Yeah.
So what was that to work with Sylvester Stallone? Is he a wonderful actor? Sylvester Stallone? Was he nice to you?
He was very aggressive. He's very in control.
Yeah.
He's funny. You don't cross his path, and do the best amount of worship with the set, and you should be fine.
That's the okay.
But he was good to me. I have no complaint.
That's
I don't know how other people had experiences with him, but I had a great experience with him.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. So are you are you working on any film projects right now in the works?
What I'm working on now is independent film that I'm producing and directing. I'm doing a series of kids films in the works. Also doing a series of Christian films. And I'm pretty much more interested in that world right now, kind of breaking from the norm of what's going on in the media today, of instilling fear and creepiness. And just, here to, I'm much more interested in producing, and I'll probably star in a couple of them and see them rolling out in the next year. And I'm really just more interested in ownership and controlling the images that go out there, and just being another voice besides of what's going on right now that I see.
That's amazing. Because I'm introduce myself, yeah. So that's amazing, Yes.
Great.
So what's it like to be famous? I mean, what is it like being famous? Is it?
Fame takes you through a lot of trips. I think the worst trip that fame takes you through is the believing it's you, the worshiping of yourself and other people. And I think the best thing that fame offers you is a chance to be a greater voice and have a bigger platform. And if you use that right, you can really create some really great things. I think in order to be effectively famous, you really do have to detach yourself from it a lot, and from how people feel about you, what people assume about you. It's really important to just hold your ground in who you are when you are famous. And when you don't, or if you feel you're owed something, usually that's when you see people go crazy about being famous. But me, I'm fine with it. However it comes, I'm very much grateful for the experience and for the voice, and I do find a responsibility in it that I enjoy.
Oh, definitely. I hear that. So what if you give people that want to give actors that want to be famous as you? What advice can you give to them that want to be in the business like me? And what advice can you give us?
I think if you want to be in the business right now, the best thing to do is create your own vehicles, your own content. I think right now we have a chance to. I think the business is a lot more locked out than it used to be in terms of getting into what we think is that group. And I think you really, really need to work a little harder and learn how to make a movie or a television show or an episodic, and keep doing it and make yourself the star. You have the ability to do that for yourself these days. And I think that right now that really is the best way. I think the traditional way I came up is pretty much gone. And I wouldn't tell people to put in that. The regular path. If I'll get an agent, I'll pound the pavement. No, you should really be creating your own content and letting your voice ring.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, So how was the pandemic affecting you? I mean, why? Coronavirus, is that affecting you for making movies right now? The virus and
Oh yeah, I'm pretty much on hold a little bit right now, unless I just want to shoot myself. I think the worst thing about the pandemic is people not being able to talk face to face. I think that affects me and everyone quite a bit. But I do think it's going to be over. Probably, know. Hold on. But yeah, I'm getting through it like everybody else. And I just pray everybody keeps safe and they keep everything in perspective.
I hear that. So how's it going down in Hawaii? It's not so hot down there?
It's hot right now, but there's always like a breeze off the ocean.
Yeah.
For me, Hawaii is one of the most wonderful places on earth. It's beautiful. It's also a very fragile island, and I'm also I'm very much into health. I'm rolling out a line of health products coming out soon. And so I'm doing a lot of research now on how people really can cure themselves outside of Western medicine, I do have a strong belief that everything that we need to be cured is already here. I do believe that there is nothing scientists can study that isn't already here. And I'm kind of on a mission to point that out to people, you know, as much as I can on a daily basis, to grab the plants and the things around you and heal yourself with them.
Okay, yeah.
As well as a lot of beauty tips on when and what to use around you too.
Yeah, because I've always wanted to go to Hawaii myself, you know. Yeah, so.
Oh, you always want to go.
Go Hawaii, yeah. I love Hawaii. Yeah, I love this warm. I love the warm weather. I hate the cold. I hate the cold. You know, I love the warm weather. Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Did the phone die? Trina, are you there? Trina, are you there? Trina, are you there? Trina? Trina? Trina, can you hear me? What happened? What happened? Oh, okay, well, we're back. It's the Jayman Show, 101.9 FM. My guest is Trina Mcgee from Bowman's World. Okay, so I was asking Trina, so okay, my question was, I was asking, how did the George Floyd incident affect you? I mean, after that happened, did that affect you physically? I mean, this whole pandemic.
I'm very, very upset when I see anybody being treated like that. It upset me very, very, very much. I also question the whole entire incident. Sometimes I look at things and I wonder, when things are put so on our face, how real they are, I hate to say. So what's upsetting to me is really not getting a grasp on if that is actually something that's being presented to us to make us move, or if that's really real. And I'm really hoping that will be revealed to me in full. I think that's what I'm most upset about. Yeah,
me too, because just to see a man die like that, it's just so shocking and sad, you know. I definitely agree with you. Have you been protesting?
Have I what?
Have you been
right here.
Okay. Have you been protesting? Oh.
I've been praying a lot.
Okay.
I've been praying quite a bit.
Okay, that's good. You know,
that's my protest. Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. Absolutely, you know, I hear you. So, what do you think we can? What do you think we can do? We can do to change the world, to make the world better? In your opinion, where this world is crazy, what can we do to make the world better?
I think it's just so simple in general, but it's so hard to do. I think people really have to accept each other, and you have to just embrace your brother and sister with love, no matter what, even if you don't agree. And I think we all have to erase these biases in our head. It seems so easy to say, obviously it's hard to do, but really that is the answer. We have to just love each other, period. And love doesn't always mean kumbaya. If a police officer out of love arrests somebody who's wrong, that's another form of love also. So I just think that people really need to get with the love train, you know?
I definitely understand.
I might have papaya on my mouth. I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely hear what you're saying, though. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a good answer. What do you like to do in your spare time? When you have a filming and making movies, what do you like to do for fun?
My spare time, I love to write. I love to paint. And I love to sing. Those would be all my favorite time stuff to do.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm creative all the time. So
yeah.
Yeah, and I actually don't really believe in spare time. You know, I believe you got time on Earth and you should use it. None of it is spare. You know.
Because I hear what you're saying, because I love the sing too. I made some songs, so I'm a singer myself, you know. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so did you go to college before you became famous? Did you go to college?
I went to Howard University for 2 years, and I actually went to school with P. Diddy, Paula Jai Park. I don't know if you know her. She was in Hustle and Flow. Taraji was in my classes, not in my classes, but in my year of going. Taraji Henson and who else? Just oh gosh, it was like a little famous group of people. Debbie Allen used to teach in the drama department there.
Wow.
So yeah, I went to Howard. At a really, really great time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we all kind of came together.
Oh wow, you still keep
yeah.
Wow, that's that's cool. Yeah, people actually say I look that to PD. I look like Butters, you know, because all the time, you know. Yeah.
I think he got an honorary degree there too, but I know he didn't graduate.
Okay.
But neither did I. I didn't graduate. I went for 2 years. Went to New York to pursue acting. That's when I kind of felt like I'm not really getting my fill here. And I actually studied political science in Howard, not drama.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah. I see. So, wow. Do you still keep in touch with the cast of Boy Meets World from time to time?
Actually, they just text this morning. We'll text. We have like a group text, and Will text he does this checking in with you text. They're so great. It's so good to hear. Ever since we had kind of our last little media thing where I kind of called some spades and aces what they were. Everybody got real with each other, and I think there was a decision to kind of just practice a great amount of respect for each other. So at this point, yeah, we do keep in touch, little highs and how you doing and checking ins, and it's a good thing. That's
awesome. Any plans for Boy Meets World sequel or another episode maybe? Or episode?
I think they tried it with Girl Meets World. I don't know what would happen beyond that at this point. I think honestly though, it would be kind of cool to see what would happen with the older cast, with the older characters and how they're doing and that kind of imaginary playground. So who knows,
Yeah.
Who knows? I'm game.
So yeah, because I actually met the cast from as well actually in Boston. It was on to meet them. I met with Fidel.
Yeah, I saw your picture with Danielle. You guys look so cute.
I get on with my music. It's such an honor to meet them. Talk to them, shake hands.
Oh, that's cool.
I met with Fidel. I met I met William Daniels.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah, I love William Daniels. He's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was definitely an honor to meet them. Hi guys, so it was an honor to meet you guys. Yeah. So where can where can we find you on social media? If you want to talk to you on social media.
What? Okay, yeah. Well, you can find me, at the Real Trina Mcgee on Instagram. Okay. You're going to see a lot of great stuff on Instagram that I'm doing health wise. You can just go to my regular Facebook Trina Mcgee page. And Twitter, Real Trina Mcgee on Twitter. And also, if you want to get in touch with me, or want me to do a shout out, or if you want to talk to me a little bit more personably, you can contact me through cameo.com, which is where I got in touch with you. Yeah. And I prefer Cameo. Then I'm not giving it all away for free to everybody, But yeah, that's how you can get in touch with me. And I hope you guys do.
Yeah, I'm pleased too, because she's such an honest person, such a good person to talk to. I definitely had a wonderful conversation. Such an honor to meet you in person. Yeah. So do you think you might ever come to Boston someday? When I'm at Boston someday?
Probably not. It's just so cold. But if you should come to Hawaii. I'm not big on cold places at all. But even in the summertime. But you never know. I might have to go out there for something, but I don't have any plans right now.
Maybe I'm trying to get down to Florida, Hawaii.
Yeah.
I I don't like the culture. Trust me, I hate the culture, so I'm trying to give it to one.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, and it also
Yeah.
I've also if you ever have an audition, I'd love to audition for sometime. If you ever have an audition, be on to audition for a movie. If you ever,
Okay. All right. Now that might happen. If I do go to East Coast or if I'm filming something there, I will definitely put out an audition post for any of the aspiring actors who can't always make it to California.
Okay. And I can
Sounds good.
I can definitely make California. It's not a problem, so I can always fly down there and audition with you, or so
Okay.
definitely make it happen.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so it was honest.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was such an honor to talk to you, and were you able to sign a release form, or you still were able to sign it, right?
I wasn't able, but I'll sign it now. Don't worry about it. Do what you got to do. I'm not going to mess you up in any way. Okay, you go ahead, and I'll get that to you today. It's going to take me about an hour because I got to take care of something right now. Okay. So, go ahead and edit and do what you need to do, and I'll get that to you today. Okay.
Yeah, it's such an honor to talk to you, and we'll definitely stay in touch. I appreciate your time.
Okay. Thank you. Take care. Okay.
Thanks again. I appreciate it.
All right. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.